Hey, what's up guys? It's Epically Noob with you guys again, and today we are gonna go through the new hero, Vivian. Okay, so I've been talking about her in the past two videos. As a There are many ways that you can use her, and I think I came up with a few of them that I think may be optimal, in my opinion at least. Some may disagree, some may agree, some may still have no idea what they're talking about or are even thinking about. So let's just go through each of them one by one. So first up, let's go through our skills. The first one is increases combat readiness, and the second one is that when you kill someone with its AOE, it basically attacks again with a slightly decreased damage, and it can be procced up to another two times. So in other words, you can use it three times. So it uses the S2 three times, assuming you kill an enemy with the S2 on the second time. Does that make any sense? Like S2, kill someone, S2 again, kill someone, and then S2 again. Yeah, okay, I hope that makes more sense. And then we have S3, which is basically and very simply immunity and attack up. But in this case, Vivian will get a greater attack up instead of the attack up. Now for the awakening, for the skill awakening for S1, a critical hit will increase the combat readiness by an additional 10%, so that means you get 20%. So what about the skill upgrades of Molagora? The combat readiness will be increased about additional 5%, so that means you get a 25% instead. Now for the S2, it's a 40% increase in damage, in which you want to max this out, because this is where her utility, or okay, technically not utility, this is where her damage comes from. And as for this, it's just a one turn cooldown. The S2 is 2 turns cooldown, so that means you can pretty much spam it with either Attica Scepter or everyone's long forgotten artifact, Time Matter. So why is this good on her? Is because if she kills an enemy, in which you want her to kill an enemy, her second attack and her third attack, if say you kill a second time, will have increased damage, because it states that it increases the damage of the next attack. It does not say the next turn. So in other words, it should be able to proc on the second attack that Vivian does on of her S2. So in other words, you're kind of nullifying a little bit of the decreased damage, as you can see. So that helps her to, be more effective in a sense. So let's go with the others. We have attack, we have crit, we have more crit, and attack and speed. So she has one of she has quite a good amount of speed actually for a character like her. She has quite a lot of speed. Now, because I can't tap the right side of the screen because it just goes into pause, I need to figure a way out to go into the journal. Oh, I can go through summons. It's very inconvenient, just because this app doesn't allow it. I think it's under Eureka. No, wait, it's not. It's foreign lens. Foreign lens. Foreign. Nope, not foreign enough. Britannia. Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? It should be in its own section, kind of. I think. No, it's not even here. What the hell? Land of Death? No, it's not even Land of Death. Star Genealogy? No? No, wait, I already went there. Where is it? Where the hell is it? Oh, it's not here. It's definitely not here. It's not here, definitely. I am lost. I am lost. Oh, wait, I have the character, so that means it should. Oh, it is here. Okay, I thought I didn't have the character, in which I just viewed my own character. Okay, so let's go preview the stats. Awaken, 6 star, 17k CP right off the bat. Attack is extremely high. Okay, at least kind of high. 1.2k. Extremely low HP, very high speed actually, and quite a good amount of defense as well, although you don't really need the other stats. There are a few ways to use her. Oh wait, before I go through the ways to use her, let's go through the multipliers. Her S1 has a attack multiplier of 1.2 with a power of 1. So in other words, if you multiply the both of them together, effectively you have 1.2. Now for the second one, the second skill, you have a multiplier of 1.05 with a power of 0.9. So you get something close to about 90 something percent, 95% maybe 0.95. And then if you soul burn this for the extra damage, you get 1.3 attack multiplier with a power of 0.9. And I calculated this one out, you get 1.17. So that would be the effective multiplier, 1.17. Now if you kill with the S2 once, the attack rate goes down to 0.55, and it does not include your Soulburn, so that means Soulburn does not apply for the subsequent attacks. But it helps to do for the first attack, and it will help the second attack to kill because you have done quite a bit of damage on the first attack. And for the second trigger, it is 0.3 for the attack rate. So yes, the damage does decrease quite steeply, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad, especially if you use time matter. It's not too bad. Okay, so what else do I have to talk about? Oh yes, the ways to use her. Okay, so there are a few ways to use her. You could use her extremely fast, make her go first, then maybe use a CR booster such as normal lots, because I think if you use a second attack up, it does override the greater attack up, so meaning that you only have the normal attack up instead of the greater. So using normal lots will help to boost it all the way to the front so they can use his S2 immediately, meaning you need her to be faster than normal lots, and that would honestly sacrifice quite a bit of crit damage and attack. But if you can manage that, for those special group of you, then yes, please do that. Then that should pretty much be a very killer Vivian. But for the bulk of us which will not be able to do that, there are two other ways to use her that I think may be efficient for cleave teams at least. I don't think you want to use her in non-cleave teams because she's just gonna die. Which is let me just go into arena here. I don't have any tickets, but I'll just go into one just for show. Okay. So as you can see here is the Tama comp, which is very widely used, especially in Challenger to Champion, all the way to Legend in fact. And a very good way to use her is you can use her in place of my Sass over there, especially since it's the water arena kind of meta right now, where everything is almost water except for maybe a few units here and there. So she can actually be very effective, especially against Dizzy. If you use her extremely fast, her immunity will help to block Dizzy quite easily. But if you're using damage, then you can just use Tama onto maybe like Baiken, like what I'm doing now, and then followed by Vivian to just seal the deal. Apart from that, Baiken can be replaced with C-Dom if you have her. I do not have her, which is why I have to use the current setup that I'm currently using now. So the reason why I will use C-Dom is that because C-Dom's S3, I think, no, it is the S3. The S3 does grant crit chance on your whole entire team. You can forego 50% crit chance on your Vivian, allowing you to focus more on attack and crit damage. So that will increase the damage capabilities of her S2. And I think Vivian should be able to knock out most teams quite easily as well. I may be wrong because I haven't built her like yet, but I will eventually. I do plan to build her for cleave teams, And oh right, sorry, that was just one team. Apart from this team, there is another team that I think would be very good, which would be this team. Yes, a cleave team. So I have my Oxlot's comp over here. Vildra is just there for extra damage in case Saz doesn't seal the deal, but he normally does in most situations. Yeah, most situations. But occasionally he does like not seal the deal sometimes. So Vildra is just there to be there. And for speed imprint as well. So I'm using Ruzit and Vildred for speed imprints. And then maybe I'll put Vivian in replace of Saz, which is why I said in the previous video that I will give Saz equips to Vivian if Vivian is extremely good. So, yes. Oxlots onto Vivian, onto a dead enemy team, and maybe if I don't seal the deal within Vivian's second or third attack, then Vildred will just help me to become a janitor. So yeah, these are the recommended comps that I think may be pretty good. Uh, One of the comps, which is the first comp which I was talking about with the extremely fast Vivian may not be recommended is because if the enemy has ML Bao, like you see here, ML Bao will definitely, like, what's the right term for it? I wanted to say cock block, but that's technically not the right word. Like, he will just block you out. Like, because he has a strip, although it's just for one debuff now, I think. I'm not sure if Vivian increases attack first or drops the immunity first. If it's the attack first, then Vivian will not have her attack up. But if it's the immunity, then she's going to sleep. And that's another problem altogether. But all in all, I think the cleave comms will be extremely good for Vivian, and I think everyone should consider pulling for her and hopefully building her for a very good cleave arena experience. Yep, so that is all. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao!